Welcome to the Floridaville Express. This show is hosted and produced by the team at Rocket Ship Consultants, and it's based on our popular podcast, The Floridaville. The Floridaville Express is a condensed show, and each week we highlight people who are making an impact in or around Florida. I'm Rosanna, Catalano, an attorney with a background in television and radio news, and I founded Rocket Ship Consultants, a strategic communications firm, and our mission is to launch your business or organization and take it to the next level.
Hi, I'm Jeanne Curtin. I'm also an attorney. I'm the Business Partnerships Director for Rocket Ship Consultants, and I'm a Florida Supreme Court Certified Circuit Court Mediator.
Our guest tonight is Robert Nappi, the founder of Eatfigo, the world's first all-in-one smart sous vide device. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Welcome to the show, Robert.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks for that. I really appreciate you having me on.
Well, for those in our audience who are unfamiliar with sous vide, can you share with us what it is?
Definitely. So sous vide is French for under vacuum. Many five-star restaurants use it for precise cooking, and it really gets precise cooking that allows you to save the flavor, nutrition, and it really keeps all the juices in that bag. And with sous vide, it is a water bath that actually cooks to an exact temperature. Usually when you're testing meat, you're looking at 135 degrees internally. So that's what the water bath is. It's that internal temperature, cooking that whole piece to a precise temperature and allowing you to control the flavor and, again, that nutritional value that really packs a punch when you're taking a bite.
Can you give us a little bit more information on how sous vide works or how it performs? And then, of course, why Figo? Why your product?
Definitely. So the way a sous vide process works at this time is you would have to season the meat or vegetables and throw it in a vacuum sealed bag. And then you would use a regular stick style sous vide that would go in a pot and it would heat that water up. Then you would insert the food with the bag. And it would usually take about an hour for regular meat. For some vegetables, it's a little less time, but it's a slow cooking process and it's precise cooking with that temperature control with the water.
So I have a question. So I know the idea behind your machine is that I can put my sous vide, my meal in the sous vide machine, right? I take it out of the fridge. I do it right before work, let's say, as I'm leaving for work. And then it cooks at the right time so that it's ready and perfect when I get home from work. Is it safe to leave my food from the fridge in the Figo machine all day while I'm at work?
Great question. And yes, it is. That's what this is why we are doing Figo, is we want to have busy professionals being able to have restaurant style food ready when they come home. And in order to do that, we saw that there's really no device that allows you to refrigerate and cook at the same time. So today, to start the cooking process, you're usually home. You have to go to the refrigerator, and never mind if it's a sous vide, if you're going to cook that food, you're home to do the transfer from the refrigerator to the oven, the microwave, the sous vide. And if you were able to start that process without being home, you can come home to it done. And then instead of having your oven on when you're not home, sous vide is a little bit of a safer process that allows you to cool all day in our Figo compartment and then cook so that by the time you get home, that slow cooking process is done and you're ready to eat.
Yeah, it sounds so much better than what we're currently experiencing in my home. Let's take a real quick commercial break. We come back. We want to hear more about your background and how you became involved with this kitchen technology.
Great.
At Rocket Ship Consultants, our mission is to take your organization to the next level. Our team develops strategic communication plans that help entrepreneurs, corporations, associations, and individuals reach new heights. Our consulting team is made up of attorneys with additional experience in journalism, public relations, politics, broadcasting, and advocacy. Let us help you take that dream you have for a podcast or video show and make it into a reality. We can create networking opportunities, educational forums, and interactive conferences to spread your message. Let our team provide you with fresh ideas and inspiration. Rocket Ship Consultants offers a variety of services, so check out our website at rocketshipconsultants.com. Take off with Rocket Ship Consultants and launch your organization with us.
Awesome.
Welcome back. Our guest tonight is Rob Nappi with Eatfigo. Rob, tell us a little bit about your background.
Definitely. So I'm with you. I don't have a cooking background. My home cooking was not good. Actually, I learned that at Florida State. Really, is cooking at Florida State was pretty tough after the schoolwork and the amount of stuff for the MBA class. It was definitely difficult. And coming from my career, I had to automate a lot of processes. I was a network engineer, and I would have to automate a lot of different technology processes with a company called IPsoft. And they do a lot of AI, a lot of automation. And after getting my MBA, I said, I cook all the time. I wish I can automate this process and have just restaurant style cooking all the time when I need it and control it from my phone. As there's really not much on the market that for an IoT device in the kitchen. So, there's some ovens that you can preheat and stuff like that. But to me, being able to preheat before you walk in the house isn't really automating the cooking process. So with my, engineering background and with, having a difficult time cooking. And then once I was introduced to sous vide and I tried it, I was like, oh man, I can't believe I actually cooked that. I was stunned at the results that I've gotten from it. And, I was hooked from there, and I really wanted the process to be able to cool so that I can walk into the apartment after a class and have that food done. So it actually started then, and it's been a long time working on it since to get to this point.
Rob, a lot of entrepreneurs watch our show, but a lot of entrepreneurs know that money makes the world go round, especially in startups. Can you give us a little insight with regards to how you secured financing for Eatfigo and how you got this off the ground?
Definitely. So at first there was a lot of bootstrapping, and it really hurt our business because it didn't allow us to grow as fast as we needed to. But what's really made the difference is the relationships, and relationships I believe are really key to any successful business. And through those relationships and team building, I was able, with my co-founder Ray, to find an equity funded partner who was interested in the idea. They were willing to be a long-term stakeholder and invest in the relationship, the business model, and our beta machine. And they were really interested and they still are, and it really helped us get to the next level here of tooling and delivery. And we started to do this right before COVID. So we've had to stretch that budget a little bit with China and everything going on. A lot of our sourcing and our numbers were forecasted in China with that supply chain. And as we know, that supply chain is upside down. It's nearly non-existent. How dramatically the landscapes has changed. So we're trying to battle through that and haven't pulled the trigger on some key items like tooling. Just to make sure that we make the right decisions long term. And I think you guys are aware indecision is a killer as well. You have to sometimes stick with that decision, but we want to make sure we make the right ones.
As business owners, we know there are many ups and downs, day to day, week to week. How do you stay motivated?
To say the least.
Exactly. How do you stay motivated and keep going?
Great question. I'm sure everyone has their things that work for them. Everybody's different. But for me, it's some of the techniques that I've actually learned since becoming an entrepreneur. And it really comes down to meditating, reading, and really my passion for health, I think is what really drives me to the end. And the passion and the drive for healthier food, higher nutrition, to be able to make a next level cooking device that we haven't really seen anything new in the kitchen. I think the microwave came out in the 1970s. Since then, there really hasn't been, from a coffee perspective, how can I forget their name? And Keurig did a great job.
Right.
But from other than that, from a cooking perspective, there hasn't been much next level new technology. And I really do believe that being able to cool and cook in one compartment is what we're trying to do with Figo. And our end goal is to really have a refrigerator device that can have multiple compartments. So where you can just say, I want this chicken at 1 o'clock, I want the steak at 5, and I want my sweet potatoes at 5 o'clock as well. And it would cook at different temperatures, and you go to the refrigerator. As you put it in refrigerated, you take it out cooked, and it can be cooked right from there, and all control from just your phone. So that's our end goal.
I love this because I work outside the home, and then of course I have obligations on the home front. So I just love being able to come home and have something ready. So what do you wish you knew before creating Eatfigo? What would be your advice to someone that's going into this? What do you wish you knew?
Probably Chinese. It would have helped my sourcing. It would have helped me hopefully navigate this terrain a little bit better. But no, seriously, what should I knew? Probably learning to meditate, reading books, and working out as regularly as I've been. It really helps, stay focused and stay center when you really need to get the work done. I really believe that, to be an entrepreneur, you really need to know how to focus and when to turn that on and off. And some of those techniques have allowed me to focus better at the times that I need to allow me to get the work done at a high level.
If I wanted to purchase an Eatfigo, how can I do that?
We're a little early in the process. So right now we are not, we did a pre-sale with our crowdfund, and we're calling that our beta stage, where we want to be able to deliver to those 500 people and really get good reviews. And we really don't want to take on more customers at this time, because we want to be able to adjust and not have a timeline to really fixate to on newer customers. We're really focusing on our 500 right now, that we really want to wow them so that we can move on to the next level. And once that delivery happens at the end of the year, we will be for sale on our website. So if you eatfigo.com, you can sign up and you'll get the latest and greatest information on when you're able to purchase.
I think this is just wonderful. And I think when you do roll this out, it's really going to blow people away. I have friends who've been saying, do the sous vide, but it sounds like what they're doing is a very time consuming process.
I did it again tonight, actually, for dinner. Me and my mother actually she wanted a sous vide dinner. I said, okay. I didn't want to use Figo because I'm just doing a couple things with it testing wise. So another popular one is called the Jewel. And what she wanted to do tonight was have a piece of meat, but she didn't want to sear it. She wanted to just do sous vide. And I love the sear. It makes it 5-star. I consider this just sous vide, just the 4-star. But I'll be honest, without the sear, it was phenomenal. It's just from a looking perspective, an eye perspective, it doesn't look as brown as we're probably used to looking at it. So people who are really visual eaters, it could probably be tough. But for someone who knows, all right, this is cooked, I can eat this, and it's not going to, visually bother their stomach. It's great right out of the bag as well.
Well, I cannot wait. Now, if our audience wants to stay connected with you, what's the best way for them to do so?
Best way would definitely be eatfigo.com. Signing up there will definitely get you the greatest information. And also following us at eatfigo.com. I'm currently running the account, Eatfigo Instagram account. I'm currently running the account, but we've had a couple good interviews on who we think can take it over. So we're really excited on where we're going to go next.
Well, thank you, Robert, so much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It was fun talking to everyone here.
Well, again, we're excited for you, and this really sounds like a groundbreaking product that's going to help a lot of people, not only just getting dinner on the table, but really having fabulous dinners that people look forward to that are
Yes.
helpful, helpful and healthy at the same time. So thanks. Don't forget, if you've been wanting to create a video show or podcast like this one, we can help you with that. Our company, Rocket Ship Consultants, is available to strategize with you and launch your multimedia shows or virtual events or fundraisers. And also reach out if you're interested in sponsorship opportunities. We have a number of opportunities to sponsor this show, and sponsorships create positive long-term brand awareness, introduce your organization to new audiences, so potential customers and clients. So contact us for more information so we can help you focus the spotlight on the really amazing work that you and your organization are doing. Rob, thanks again so much for joining us. And thank you everyone else for joining us. Have a wonderful evening and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Good night.
Guys.